Hey everyone, welcome to HIIT Core Yoga. Tonight we are doing a beginner-friendly Tabata style class. It's only going to be about 15 minutes long. The whole workout will be just 12 minutes long. So Tabata is 20 seconds on and 10 seconds rest, and that's 8 rounds of that. We'll be working with an A-B pattern, so that means 2 different exercises that will go back and forth till we do all 8 rounds. So 4 minutes a round, and we'll do 3 of those, and we'll just get it done. And yeah, so this is low impact and a pretty good workout if you're just starting, just getting used to or new to the HIIT style workouts. The idea is that you are trying to do as many reps as possible in the given amount of time. So with the Tabata, our timing is 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. In that 20 seconds, you are trying to do as many reps as you can, trying to get your heart rate elevated. And then in your 10 seconds of rest, you're trying to just slow everything down. You can do an active rest, or you can just be still and just think about your breath, calming that down. And yeah, so that's it. You don't need any equipment, and we will get started in just a warm up here. So in your mat, on your mat here, I do this workout in bare feet, but you can have trainers on if you need to. So we'll just start by circling the arms. We're just gonna slowly, before we get into our workout, we'll do some warm-ups. Always good to get a little bit warm before you go right into it. So circling forward and circling back. Okay, and then doing arm crossovers and then butt kickers. So you're bringing your heel to your bum. And just deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Do some head nods and just kind of shake out any kinks that you feel you may have. Okay, now we're going to do cross, cross, and then we're gonna squat down, cross, squat down, cross, squat down. So getting those hips a little more warm. You should feel the heart rate getting up there, maybe a lot, maybe just slightly here, depending on your fitness level. So when I'm squatting down, I'm trying to bring my bum way back and the weight into my heels. Trying to keep the chest up, so you don't want to round through the spine. Okay, and then we'll just do some leg swing. So you can hold on to a wall if you need to. We're just taking that right leg forward and back. Balancing on the left leg. So just shifting your weight slightly to the left so that right leg can go forward and back. And then a right knee up and over. So bend the knee, go kind of to the left and then over to the right. And just your whole range of motion. So even if you're down here doing these little circles down here, that's fine too. If you have a chair or wall you're holding onto, that's fine as well. Okay, and then going to the other side here. So doing this swings with the left leg. I'm just gonna keep those airways open, breathing in and out through the nose, ideally. When your heart rate gets up there, it's going to be pretty hard to breathe in and out through the nose, but you can breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Try that. Okay, and then the knee up and over. So the left knee goes over to the right and then back over to the left. I'm just kind of circling around. Okay, and then just one more and then down. So you can kind of shake it out here. I always just like to do kind of a loose twist, standing twist. Just generally feels good in the shoulders and kind of warms you up through the core most of the time. You can kind of shift your weight from side to side. So keep doing that action as I'm going to explain, and you can do this very lazily here as I'm going to explain what we're going to do. So we're going to get into it. It's going to go 10 seconds on, and 10 seconds of rest, 20 seconds of work. And our first exercise is going to do, we're going to do sort of a modified jump jack. So we're going to go down into a squat, and then we're gonna reach and step out to the side, and then come down into a low, kind of a medium squat, and then go out to the other side. So come down, arms down, and then spread out. Okay, and then just back and forth. So it's just side stepping, meet yourself in the middle. Inhale, exhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, okay? Then we will do mountain climbers. So you can do this with elevated hands too if you have a couple blocks, and if you feel like your wrists are fairly weak, and then I'll just show you what it looks like with blocks. Elevated kind of takes that pressure off your wrist. So I'm holding onto some yoga blocks here, and I'm bringing the knees up towards my chest. Okay, if you don't have yoga blocks, just try doing that with the plank, and just slow knees coming in. If you want to modify it even more, then walk the knees back and then have the knees onto the floor. And then you're just going to pick up the knees. You might have to bring the knee around the side as opposed to straight up and in. That's fine as well. So you can kind of get your obliques if you're doing it around the side to side. Okay, so those are first two exercises. So I'll just kind of do the first one with the blocks, and then I'll show you the second one without the blocks. So 10 seconds to get ready. We're starting with the low impact jacks. In 4, 3, 2, 1. So coming down, start. Exhale, inhale. Try and breathe in and up through the nose. And you are trying to do these as quick as possible. They're low impact. Okay, that was it already. We're going to mountain climbers. So from the floor, from your blocks, and 2, 1, go. Try to keep your back flat, so you're not sticking your bum up, and you're also not sinking down. That would make it very hard to do anyways, to have an extension through the spine. But it's very easy to keep lifting the bum up to pull the knees in, which I don't want you to do. I want to keep the core engaged and that flat back. Okay, we're going into the other side, going into the jacks. Go for it. You're exhaling down, inhale. So remember, as many reps as possible. This might be surprising how much cardio it can be, even though we're not jumping. We're doing this very low impact, that's it. Going back into mountain climbers. So these are very, very quick. We're just bouncing back and forth. 2, 1, mountain climb, go. Try to keep your core engaged and just keep those knees pulling in towards your chest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up to your modified jumps. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is also, you could also do this while being pregnant as well. So it's low impact. Get your cardio up. Of course, you probably would just want to make sure and monitor your heart rate, not getting too high. Okay, and then going down to the mountain climbers. And then for the tabletop variation of the mountain climbers, I'll show you here. Walk your knees back so that they're behind your hips. Go for it. And you're just pulling the knees in. Just as high as you can go. Maybe pulling them into the center. Lifting them up as much as you can. Try to keep your back flat. That's it. and then going back to the jacks. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, start. Inhale, exhale. One. Okay, and then to the mountain climbers. And I'm just going to do this regular, just to show you. This is the last one, you guys. Go for it. If you feel like you're pretty good at this and you want to get a little more cardio out of it, you're doing sort of this jumping style, pulling the knees in. But otherwise, for beginners, you're just going slow, thinking about your form. And that's it. Okay, so that was our first 4 minutes. We're gonna motor right on to the next 2 exercises. So narrow to wide jump squats, and these will just kind of be walking squats as well. Kind of similar to our jump jacks that we just did here, but we're going to get down nice and low. So we're going to bring our knees together, touch the floor, and then we're gonna step out, touch the floor, bring the knees together, touch the floor, and then step out to the other side, touch the floor. So we're touching the floor each time, having good posture. We're pulling way back into that low squat. Okay, and then our second exercise is going to be push-ups. So we're gonna work those arms. And again, you can do this from elevated, even if you are doing it off of a tabletop or a couch or some kind of hard surface, ideally a bench. If you're really new to doing push-ups, a wall. If you have very little upper body strength, then you can start pushing up against the wall. Otherwise, starting from the ground, and you can just elevate with those yoga blocks off the ground, with your knees to the floor even, and just doing push-ups like this. For advanced, you're doing those full push-ups, or hands just on the floor and doing the full push-ups with the knees down. So whatever progression, you're just going to start there, and then you can change it up as we're doing all these rounds here. So we got 9 seconds to get ready. We're going to start with the squats. So you want to start with the knees together, 2, 1, and touch the floor. Step wide, touch the floor. Step together, touch the floor. Step 1. So see if you can step really nice and wide. The wider the better, then you're kind of getting more of that stretch and building that inner leg strength as well. So just make sure when you're coming up, you're squeezing the glutes. Okay, that was it. And you're working those legs. Push-ups. I'll demo with the blocks. 2, 1, and my knees are to the floor. So I'm just demoing the beginner position, and your hands do not have to be on the blocks. Fingers, hands just slightly turned in. So you're doing those wide arm push-ups, not like your chaturanga push-ups with the elbows pulled by your sides. That's it. And then going to the squat. 4, 3, 2, 1, and start. Step together. So you're just going to have to kind of think about your own breath rhythm for this, however it makes sense. Okay, and then going to push-ups. And I'll just demo without the blocks here with the knees to the floor this time. 2, 1, make sure your knees are back behind you. You're not in this tabletop pose and sticking your bum up like that. You gotta walk your knees back behind your hips so that you are mostly in the plank form, and then you're using your core, using your mostly your arms here. You're not using your back. Going back up to the squats. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go. I'm inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up. course, the faster you move, the more intense you'll feel that. Heart rate, lift up, and that's it. Going to push-ups. Okay, and then I'll just demonstrate the toes, from the toes push-up, wide arms. 2, 1, go. So all the way to the top. Come down as low as you can, not chest to the floor, but close to it, and then push up at the top. Full extension through the arms. Try to keep having those legs straight. Push through the heels. That's it. Coming back to squats. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just think about your breath. Trying to control that breath. Two, 1. Push-ups. And from the knees or from wherever. 4, 3, 2, 1. Full range. 8. 2, 1. Okay, that was it. That was our second round, and now we are doing the third last round. We are doing lunges, step up lunges. So you have your hands to your heart, step to the top, step back, step to the top. Okay, try to keep the flat back, and just going back and forth. Simple, simple. And then ending off with some abs, doing butterfly bicycles here. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to lay back, and I'm going to, with my right hand, I'm going to tap the inner left arch of my foot. My knees are wide, and then I'm going to come back to center, hands at the head, and then pull in, and then back to there. So here's neutral position. My upper abs are turned on the whole time because my shoulders and head are lifted, and also my lower abs are engaged as well. You can have your feet onto the floor if that's too much, and you can kind of do that. But ideally, you're just doing this, and you're just reaching out, opposite hand touches opposite sole of the foot. 10 seconds to get ready. We're doing lunges first. In 7, 3, 2, 1, and go. You can do these slow. I'm doing it a little bit faster. Of course, for the more advanced, okay, that's it. The more advanced, you go on to jump lunges. So that's what it'll progress to in the advanced classes. 2, 1, go. So looking up and just tapping inner arch, sole of the foot. Keeping the knees wide. Okay, and then coming back up for lunging. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I like to have my hands kind of at my heart, just to remind myself to keep the chest up, not leaning too forward, shoulders down and back. Just basically trying to keep the posture lifted. That's it already. And then coming down. So back into butterfly crunches, butterfly bicycle I should say, and go. For more advanced people, you can use this as a warm-up to the class that's coming after this, which is the ground control class. That's it already. Coming back up. to lunges. So you know, use this as a warm up for any kind of more advanced class if you want to, and go for it. You can also just do this twice through if you want a longer workout, but you want to keep with that low impact theme. 3, 2, 1. And down on the floor. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go. Think about the rib cage pulling down. Think about the low back pulling into the floor as best as you can. Okay, coming back up. 2 more to go. Lunges. 2, 1, go. Five, 3, 2, 1. All right, last one here, coming onto the floor for butterfly bicycle. 5, 4, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was it. You can stay on the floor, give yourself a hug. You can stretch out however you'd like to after that, and you can also replay this video and do this whole thing again. But that's it. If this is the end of your workout, then just incorporate that cool down, stretching, doing some arm swings, and any kind of those exercises that we were doing at the beginning for the warm-up, and that should be good. All right, so that was it for this class, and coming up next is the ground control class for a more advanced workout. See you guys.